if you never find love? What if marriage was simply never written into your story? That question deserves a real answer, and today we're going to give it one. There are women right now in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and even beyond who are still carrying that question. Some are at peace with it, some are still wrestling with it, and some have never let themselves ask it out loud. This video is for all of them, because whether singleness found you or you found it, what matters most is what you do with it from right here and now. Most women never stop long enough to ask themselves the most important question of all. Not will I find love, but who am I without the waiting? Because here is what happens. When a woman steps away from relationships, really steps away, something begins to surface. Not bitterness, not emptiness, something quieter. A sense of herself that she couldn't quite hear when she was focused on finding someone else. This is a woman that is not going from relationship to relationship. She's taking her time, reflecting upon the previous relationship before she enters another one. And in that stillness, some women discover something unexpected. That the peace they were looking for was never going to come from within a relationship. It was already inside of them. It had been there the whole time. That is not a small discovery, ladies. That is everything. So the first question to sit with is this. When you remove the noise of searching, the pressure of wondering, the weight of waiting, who are you? Who are you? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, who am I? What do you feel? What do you want your life to actually look like? Because until you can answer that honestly, you will keep measuring your life by what is missing instead of what it already holds. I'm big on gratitude and thankfulness and contentment. Here is something that needs to be said very clearly, family. God is not withholding love from you. He is not setting you aside for himself, even though maybe sometimes we feel that way. He is not punishing you with singleness. God desires marriage for you. It is his design. And if marriage is the genuine desire of your heart, that desire is valid, it is holy, and it is worth holding on to until that manifests. But God also gives every woman a choice, and he honors the life she builds within that choice. Some women are called to singleness. It is a specific and purposeful calling, not a consolation prize. Some women arrive at singleness through a season of life that quietly revealed it was where they belonged. And some women are simply in a waiting season that has not yet ended. None of those women are forgotten. None of them are less than. And none of their lives are incomplete. What God asks of every woman, married or single, is the same thing. That she lives fully. That she loves deeply. That she walks in the purpose he placed inside of her. The question is never whether God has a plan for your life. The question is whether you are willing to receive it, even if it looks different from what you expected. This is the part that matters most, because a lot of women are not really living. They are waiting for a relationship to give them permission to build, to invest, to go deeper, to be fully present in their own life. And every year that passes in that holding pattern is a year that belongs to them. So let me ask you something directly. If you knew right now that marriage was never going to happen, not because you were being punished, not because you were a failure, but simply because it's not your path, would it change how you are living today? Would you finally buy that house, take that trip, build that thing, that business, whatever, pour into the friendships, step fully into your purpose? If the answer is yes, then the only thing standing between you and that life is the permission you are waiting for someone else to give you. And I'm asking you to give it to yourself. Because contentment is not what happens after you stop waiting or wanting. Contentment is what happens when you stop letting what you want control everything you already have. I'm going to say that again. Contentment is what happens when you stop letting what you want control everything you already have. The women who carry singleness with grace are not the ones who gave up on love. They are the ones who gave themselves fully to the life they were actually living. And in doing that, they became whole. Not half of something, whole. You are not a story that is still waiting to begin, ladies. You are a woman with a full life, a real purpose, and a God who sees exactly where you are. And that is more than enough to build something beautiful. If this spoke to you, like this video, share it with a woman who needs to hear it today, and leave a thoughtful comment. Tell me where you are on your journey as a single woman. Someone else may need to read your story. I'm Deborah, and this is Family Still Matters. And because family still matters, your life, your peace, your purpose, and the love that God has already placed inside of you, all of it matters. Every single season of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I want to leave you with the final word. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. That's the Proverbs 31 woman. Proverbs 31 and 25. Let me read it again, ladies. It's so rich. She, that confident woman of God, is clothed with strength. That woman that is content with whatever state she's in. She's clothed with strength and dignity. And she laughs without fear of the future. That's Proverbs 31 and 25. May God continue to richly bless you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. God bless.